Title: My fiancé's brother texted me the night before the wedding. You deserve better. Ask her about Vegas. I did. She froze, and that's when her maid of honor stood up and said, "Start." The text arrived at 11:47 p.m., hours before I was supposed to walk down the aisle. I stared at the screen, frozen. You deserve better. Ask her about Vegas. The sender? My fiancé's brother. My chest tightened. Vegas. My mind raced through the last year of smiles, plans, promises, every perfect moment now shadowed. I confronted her in the quiet of our suite. "Vegas?" I said, voice calm but edged with steel. She froze, lips trembling, eyes darting. Silence. The maid of honor, perched on the chaise, broke it. "You didn't tell him?" Her voice was soft, but it cut like a scalpel. Betrayal never felt so sharp. Not just hers, but theirs, family collusion. My world had been a carefully constructed illusion, and in one text, it crumbled. I replayed our history in my head, searching for cracks. I loved her once, truly. I loved her the way you love someone who becomes your life, your reflection. The way I had loved her, I trusted her. Every laugh, every whispered secret, every late-night conversation about our future, it all mocked me now. Vegas, that city of bright lights and reckless choices. I remembered her excitement about a girls' trip, but something had always felt off. Subtle lies, evasive answers, little stories that never aligned. I ignored them. Now I couldn't. I didn't confront her in anger. I waited. I watched. I collected. The week before the wedding, I trailed her meetings, subtly logged conversations, saved receipts, tracked hotel bookings. Quietly, invisibly. Every bit of evidence stacked like bricks in a wall I was building, not for destruction, but for revelation. I dug deeper. Legal records, phone records, whispers in her friend's circle. The world I thought I knew, the woman I thought I loved, had a secret foundation built on deception. Each discovery hardened me, honed my plan. I would not erupt in fury. Fury is messy. Precision is deadly. The wedding day arrived like any other, full of petals, champagne, and music. Smiles plastered on faces that didn't belong to me. I watched her walk down the aisle, radiant, oblivious to the storm I carried silently. My hands were steady, my heart controlled. And then, the right moment. Before the vows, I called for a brief pause. Just a pause, innocuous enough to seem natural. I asked the officiant for a minute of privacy, ostensibly to adjust a microphone. Then, quietly, I played the evidence I had collected. Videos, messages, receipts, onto the projector that just happened to be in the hall. The room went still. Music halted mid-note. Eyes widened, jaws slackened. She tried to speak, but the words tangled. The maid of honor stepped forward, her face a mix of triumph and horror, and said, "You didn't tell him?" Again, this time echoing through the room like a verdict. I watched her crumble in real time. The lies, the deceit, the carefully curated persona disintegrate under the gaze of everyone she loved, or at least wanted to impress. Her brother's smug assurance had no place now. He was cornered, exposed. And I felt no rush of anger, no need for theatrics. The devastation in their eyes was the reward. Their world had tilted, and I had engineered it silently, meticulously. I stepped forward, voice low, precise. I deserved the truth. Every syllable landed like a stone in a pond, rippling through the hall. The whispers began, but I didn't wait for their chaos. I turned, walked away from the altar, from her, from the life I thought we shared. Outside, the air was crisp, carrying the faint scent of roses from the hall. I inhaled. The sun glinted off the fitty skyline, indifferent but perfect. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. The unraveling had been my work. The closure, mine alone. In the days after, I watched the fallout quietly. Friends took sides, family fractured. She tried to salvage pride, but no one listened. No one could. The truth had teeth, and I had given it to the right people at the right time. I reflect on it now, months later. No anger lingers, only a sharp clarity. I had loved with sincerity, betrayed with intelligence, and walked away with dignity. Revenge isn't about spectacle. It's about justice, the quiet satisfaction that comes when the scales finally balance. And as for her, I hope she remembers Vegas. I hope she remembers the pause, the projector, the look in my eyes when the world tilted. Because in that moment, she understood. Lies are fragile, but truth, delivered carefully, precisely, can be lethal. I walk forward, unburdened, unstoppable, and I keep one truth close. I deserved better.